In the early decades of technological progress, machines lived behind factory walls and laboratory doors. But in the 2030s, something changes. Technology no longer waits for us at work or on screens, it walks into our homes, quietly integrating into the most intimate spaces of daily life. This decade marks the moment when functional domestic robots move from imagination into routine presence, not as futuristic curiosities, but as dependable partners in everyday living. This technology will redefine life in the 2030s as we know it. Welcome to FUTURIX, your gateway into the future unfolding just ahead of us. So what are functional domestic robots? In simple terms, they are physical machines designed to help with everyday household tasks: cleaning, organizing, cooking assistance, basic maintenance, and even caregiving support. Think of them not as humanoid science fiction characters, but as smart, mobile helpers that can see their environment, understand instructions, and act independently inside a home. In the 2030s, they are not perfect, but they are practical, and that practicality is what changes everything. The rise of domestic robots in the 2030s is not sudden. It is the result of several technologies quietly reaching maturity at the same time. Artificial intelligence becomes better at understanding space and context. Sensors become cheaper and more precise, batteries last longer, and robotic movement becomes smoother, safer, and more adaptable. Together, these advances allow machines to operate reliably in unpredictable human environments, homes filled with pets, clutter, children, and constant change. What makes this decade decisive is not novelty, but trust. Early household robots were limited to single tasks, like vacuuming floors or mowing lawns. In the 2030s, domestic robots become multifunctional. A single unit can clean surfaces, carry groceries, load dishwashers, monitor home safety, and assist elderly residents with simple daily routines. They learn the layout of a home, adapt to preferences, and improve over time. The home itself becomes a shared workspace between humans and machines. This transformation reshapes daily life in subtle but profound ways. Time once spent on repetitive chores is gradually reclaimed, not eliminated, but redistributed. Families spend more time together. Individuals gain flexibility. The home becomes less of a maintenance burden and more of a living space optimized for comfort and well-being. For aging populations, domestic robots become especially significant, enabling longer independent living without constant human supervision. Work and the economy feel the impact as well. Demand grows for robot maintenance, customization, and ethical oversight. Entire service industries emerge around training household robots for specific lifestyles and cultural contexts. At the same time, domestic labor, long undervalued and often invisible, begins to be recognized as something that can be shared between humans and machines, changing how societies think about productivity and care. Yet the presence of robots inside the home also reshapes human behavior. People begin to design their living spaces differently, optimizing layouts for robotic movement. Daily routines subtly adapt to machine schedules. Communication becomes more intentional as humans learn how to give clear instructions to non-human helpers. The relationship is not emotional dependence, but functional cooperation, a quiet negotiation between autonomy and assistance. Ethical questions emerge as well. How much responsibility should machines have inside private spaces? Who owns the data generated by domestic robots? How do societies ensure safety, privacy, and fairness as these systems become widespread? In the 2030s, these questions are not abstract debates, they are practical policy challenges shaping regulation and public trust. Looking forward, functional domestic robots lay the foundation for deeper integration in future decades. What begins as household assistants evolves into coordinated domestic ecosystems, where homes, robots, and AI systems operate as unified environments. The 2030s are not the endpoint, they are the moment when living alongside machines becomes normalized. If you're enjoying this journey into the future, make sure to subscribe for more episodes of FUTURIX. By the end of the 2030s, domestic robots no longer feel futuristic. They feel inevitable, quietly present, rarely noticed, yet deeply influential. Not symbols of a distant tomorrow, but practical companions of a world that has learned to share its most human spaces with intelligent machines.